Gold price is caught in a tight range. Will, paint me a picture of the gold market here. What happens to gold if we do see some kind of resolution out of Europe, if we do see this EFSF expanded to 2 trillion euros like we're rumored to do?
Well, I think that the immediate action right now in the gold market is related to the dollar.
Okay.
And we've seen a strong US dollar and somewhat the US dollar reasserting itself as a safe haven for investors at the moment. So we're seeing a flight to quality in the dollar, and that's having an impact on gold at the moment. And gold is trying to sort of break away from that correlation, but struggling a little bit.
So then if we do see an expanded bailout fund and that winds up helping the euro, hurting the dollar, then is that more upside for gold?
Potentially, yes. We're looking for gold to try and reassert itself from a safe harbor perspective, and this news coming out of Europe, potential new deal, may in fact help gold because it will increase investors' fears about debasement of currency in Europe and instability ultimately of the Eurozone.
And then let's flip it. If we do have this EU Commission summit on Sunday and nothing happens or it's not as definitive as the markets were looking for, do we see the euro sell off and the dollar rally and then gold get hurt?
Well, we might just see, again, gold trading in this sort of tight range. I think that we're looking for a bit of a catalyst for movement in the gold price from this point on. And right now, it's still all about the dollar and has been for the last few weeks. So we're waiting to see some kind of news that would break that correlation.
Now, the fact that gold is not holding up its end of the bargain as being a safe haven for investors, what's the impact for investor psychology, do you think, for the longer term?
I think it means that people that are not in gold, that are looking to get into the gold market right now, are probably just pausing, maybe sitting on the sidelines a little bit. But I think the investors that have been in gold and are in gold aren't really fazed by it. We've seen this happen many times before. But we're looking for some movement, some piece of news which will cause gold to move away and trade higher on the back of it.
So still searching for that catalyst. In the meantime, what kind of inflows or outflows are you noticing with your gold ETF products?
It's actually been very stable. So neither in the last week, neither any inflows, notable inflows to talk about, or outflows for that matter. So I think that the sentiment right now is people are sitting waiting to see what happens, and I think that they're really positioning themselves or repositioning themselves from a portfolio perspective on the back of particularly the Eurozone deal, but any other big news in the next sort of few weeks.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Will. I appreciate it. So investors kind of sitting on the sidelines looking for a catalyst for gold.